Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for June 2023. It will have advice in it. Just to let you know, I'm a very blunt reader. I feel like you guys being one of the bluntest signs ever, um, yeah, you should be able to take this criticism. If you can't, that is very shocking. But, if you can't, this is not the channel for you. If you can, then I'll just continue. But yeah, I'm a very blunt reader. I don't sugarcoat, just a warning. Also, some messages may resonate and some may not. So, anyways, Sag. Um, okay. Hmm. There needs to be some sort of. Oh, okay, no, that's not the problem. Okay, okay, hear what I'm saying. You guys are very focused on organization. You guys are very organized people. Um, Everything has its place. Every priority is put on a certain position on the priority list because of how important it is to you and how fast it needs to be done. So far, you guys are the star sign that has your ish together. Okay, you have it together. But the problem now is you've become too organized, where you're not focusing on, like, it's like you're not focusing on looking at new stuff in life, like new, which is weird because you guys are I think you guys are quite open-minded, you know but I think there's been this heavy focus on organization, and you guys have become not fixated, but yeah, kind of fixated on all these priorities, when it probably would be good to introduce that loving. I'm not saying you're not loving, but maybe this sense of naivety needs to kind of kick back in, when it comes to hobbies, new interests. Maybe you need to spice up your love life a bit more now, yeah. And I don't mean sexually. I mean in a sense where you guys do fun things together. You guys flirt with each other a bit more. You need to lighten up, is basically what we're saying. Lighten up. You're taking things a bit too seriously. Um, and I'm trying to think of the ways that you can lighten up. As I said, some of you could try a new hobby, you know. Some of you could try new things with your partner. In terms of like activities, some of you could just be a bit more like, I'm sorry, but it's saying you need to be probably a bit more kind to people, you know. Um, I thought I was getting something about an apology, but probably not. No, it's not. It's not talking about that. Okay, forget that apology one. No, it's just more on like you being a bit more lighthearted because you're taking life too seriously, and it doesn't need to be that serious. You know. Sometimes have fun. Okay. Then we have set chaos. I feel like this card's so powerful. But when I look at Set, he's just destructive, just destructive. So, okay, for some of you, it might make sense why you're not being very lighthearted right now. There might be a lot of chaos going on. Some people around you may be arguing, fighting, and you're just like, what is going on here? Like, why is everyone acting uncivilized? This is just embarrassing for you guys, not for me because I'm keeping it together. There's just a lot going on, and if it's not like in terms of people, it could be that Even though you're a very organized person, there's some areas that just aren't going the way that it needs to go, and I think it might be stressing you out a bit. Is giving You guys are giving me a bit of control freaks. Maybe not with people, but with your okay, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna say it. With some people you guys can be a bit of control freaks, but even with like it could be like your work life, you want it to go a specific way. It could be with like your leisure time, you're like it needs to be this amount of leisure I indulge in, and then the rest is just work. Like there's a set way of you doing things. There's a routine. And my point is the way you want it to go in some areas, one or two of them, is just not going, maybe even all of them, is not going the way you want, and you're really starting to get agitated. Um, but it's saying, or even your partner, they're not behaving the way that you'd like them to behave, and you're really getting agitated because you're like, I spoke to you so that our connection could go this way, and because you're just like, this is how I envisioned it, so this is how it's supposed to go. I'm not gonna lie, Sag, that's pretty controlling. Yeah, I'm drawing you out right now. That is controlling. Like the person's just gonna be how they wanna be. You're either with it or you're not. But anyways, this person's not behaving how you would like them to behave, and you're just kind of like getting really angry because you're like, you listen. I'm a very organized person. I don't have time for you to be acting brand new. And the advice is for you to just chill out. The advice is for you to some of you, if you're still invested in this partner, I don't really think the partner's done anything wrong. So with some of the star signs, their partner, like Libra for example, oh, that was just ridiculous. And if you're going out with a Libra, that is hilarious. Maybe it's talking about you, but yeah, that is funny. But anyways, my point is, some of you, um, I don't get the vibe that your partner is like horrible or anything. It's just they're not doing what you want them to do. Some of you. And it's just saying chill out because not everyone has to do what you want them to do. And if you really can't work with what they're doing, then you really need to sit and evaluate like, is this person even, is this person fulfilling you? You know? And maybe if you chilled out a bit more, the person will actually do what you want them to do. But because you're giving this sense of authority, where it's like, you must do what I say, this is how I want things done. They're just, some people are defiant, you know. They're going to be like, are you crazy? No one tells me what to do. I do what I want to do. You're going to have to do like a Pisces move where you make the person think that they're doing what they want when really they're doing what you want. You know, you're going to have to learn those ways because the way you're coming across is just very controlling, and some of you, your partner's just like, you're doing too much. Like I don't even want to do what you want me to do because you're trying to tell me what I should do. I'll do what I want, you know. So if you know your partner's like that, you're gonna have to use some reverse psychology because what you're working with is not working out. If you're not controlling, and it's okay, if you're not controlling about your love life, because you guys are controlling in some aspects, sorry, you are. But if it's not within your love life, then, and it's like your career, okay, well, maybe that's how the situation was supposed to go. What you do moving forward is up to you, but I'm just letting you know how the situation went, that was supposed to happen. If you just got fired, well, maybe that's what was supposed to happen. Maybe that was supposed to happen so that you can get an even better job, or so that you can start your business and do well. Things happen. I personally believe things happen for a reason, and I think that's something you guys need to start understanding. If the person's not behaving how you want, you're not supposed to be with them. It's just straight up like that. Straight up. You're supposed to get someone better or someone more compatible, I should say. If your workplace don't like you or they fired you, okay, what are you doing there? That means you're supposed to be there for a specific amount of time. It hasn't worked out, so plan B now. Because we're going to be where we're supposed to be anyway. So there's no point. It's just like you guys are stressing over the way life is going, and just chill out because that's the way life is supposed to go. That's just how it's supposed to go, you know. It is what it is. Some of you didn't get the grades you wanted. Oh, that's mad. Sorry to hear that. Some of you, maybe you went to school or college or uni, you didn't get the grades you wanted and you're furious. But guess what? If you worked really, really hard and that's the grades that you got, that's what you were supposed to get. That's your best ability. It doesn't define you. Okay, you could take another subject to do another subject, you know, or whatever grade you got in this one, just basically, just what's the word? Use it to your advantage. And for some of you guys, because you seem like you have really high standards, it probably is a decent grade and you're just doing the most, you know. Like, it probably was a B and you wanted an A. It probably was an A and you wanted an A star. Like, guys, I'm gonna need you to relax a bit. I'm gonna need you to relax. And even if it was a C but you wanted a B, like, there's a lot of jobs that will still take you that want minimum C. So there's really not that deep. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to breathe for 5 seconds deeply. Okay, I know you guys are fire signs. I know you like to do, get active, but just chill out, you know. Then we have Aries War, and then Six of Pentacles. So I think okay, so you guys are doing this thing, yeah, where you're giving attention or opinions to people, and they didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for your help. They didn't ask for your opinion. They didn't ask for your input. Or someone's asked you something and then you've added your 2 cents in, and they're like, okay, but like, I didn't really ask you that, so I don't know why you're. I don't know, like, you're just giving a bit too much, and what's doing is it's causing a few problems with people. Like, some people want to fight you because of stuff you've said and stuff you've done. So if it is a thing where you want someone to behave a certain way and they're not, there's now a problem. It's either fighting going on, bickering, and maybe if you just, didn't have so much of an input in their life, or wasn't trying to control what they're doing, then there wouldn't be so much problems. So some of you need to chill out with that. Yeah. War is reversed as well. Hold on. Anyways, it's just saying there's just some unnecessary drama happening, unnecessary problems with people, and it's being caused by yourself. If it's not being caused by you, then what's happening is you're doing something similar to Virgo, where you're just putting in energy into something, and it's not helping. It's not helping. It's actually making the situation worse. So I'm gonna need you to just chill out. Once you chill out, everything else works out the way it's supposed to work out. It may not work out the way you wanted, but and the reason I'm saying this is, like, I feel like some people should have some control over their life to some extent, but some of you're not only trying to control your life, you're controlling other people's life, by the way, because the reason I'm saying that is some of you, people may be attached to you in some sort of way. I don't know if they're related or you're married to them or your work, I don't know, but the decisions you're making is affecting them as well. Cool, you might think it's just affecting you, but it's affecting them as well, and they're just thinking, I didn't ask Sagittarius, I didn't ask for you to say anything about my life. I didn't ask for you to help me. Like, your input is really not needed. Like, some of them are getting really offended because they're just like, I don't need your help, leave me alone. So and it's really sad because I think you guys are just like, I'm just trying to help, I'm just trying to organize everything, I'm just trying to make this the best relationship it can be, or I'm just trying to make this the best friendship it can be. I'm just trying to be the best co-worker I can be. I'm just trying to, you know, be the best mum or dad I can be. But you're messing it up, okay? Because this just is, you know what I'm trying to say. You're doing too much, and you're slightly annoying people. So yeah. And then you have the Joker reversed and Thoth wisdom. So okay, it's just as it's very simple for some of you. It's very simply a thing where you just have someone who's quite, they're not very smart, okay? I don't like to put down people that aren't that intelligent. Do they annoy me sometimes? Yeah, but I do understand that it's not their fault. And the only reason I get annoyed personally is because I'm going to be put in some really bad situations because people just don't have common sense. Sometimes it's not their fault. Their IQ's not that high. Fair enough. But that's not an excuse as to why I should be in some really serious problems. And I'm inserting myself in this situation, guys, because I actually have a Sagittarius moon. So I get it. But it's a thing where, like, some of you are actually surrounded around people that just aren't that intelligent in it. And not even just like book smart, I mean like street smart is not there. I mean like common sense is just not there. And it's just kind of saying that you just got to accept that it's just not going to work with this person that doesn't really have sense, because what's going to happen is it's just going to contribute towards, like, it's going to create some sort of downfall if you keep associating with this person that just isn't smart, okay? Because they're going to take you down with them. I think this person is making foolish decisions, and you may be keeping them along with you because maybe they're a very significant person in your life, but they're making some really silly decisions because they're just not that intelligent. And what's really sad is they may be making out like they're so smart, but it's just really, that's not it, you know? So, yeah, I guess that's it, Sagittarius. That's your reading for June. If you like this reading, like, subscribe to my channel. If you like a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. Bye, guys.